Hello, Internet work. My name is Elias Pending, and I'm the director of the Department of Contextual Studies. Here, ordinary things are examined with undue seriousness. Our case today is number 0003, a Windows update at 5:01 p.m. We are standing before a work of the Cruel School, a monument of tech-nihilistic realism born at the very moment when man believed he had control over his machine, like the hillbilly on his quad bike who, in an ambitious attempt to take a hill at full throttle, flips backward and crawls out unharmed from under his vehicle to the cheers of his slightly tipsy friends. The Windows update at 5:01 p.m. A ritual that no one desires, and yet no one can escape. It never happens at the right time, never in the morning, never in moments of voluntary surrender, but always at life's most sensitive transitions. 5 minutes before the end of the workday, in the middle of saving, or precisely when you just wanted to quickly check something. A blue screen, an animated circular motion, an iconographic mandala of surrender, like that of parts of the German army units on May 4th, 1945, in the Lüneburg Heath before British Field Marshal Bernard Montgomery. Please do not turn off the computer. A sentence that sounds like a command or a threat. The progress bar, this geometric mirage, promises movement, but its stillness is the true work. Researchers of digital hermeneutics see it the ultimate expression of the capital algorithm, a system that simulates activity, while in reality it only wastes time. 17% complete. 17% complete. 17% complete. The user, once the creator of his digital world, now sits motionless before it. 83% unconscious, recalling that fateful question last posed by Elisabeth Siegmeier in the hardcover edition of June 26, 2015. Is this the life you dreamed of? A whirring sound slowly arises, a mechanical psalmody heralding the work whose meaning has been lost in the fog of processes. Inside the device, thousands of binary prayers rotate. Update this, registry hive, trust none. The operating system speaks in tongues, and we listen, as people in the Roman Empire once listened to the brass signal horn liturgus, whose discovery near Saalburg on the Main River dates back to the 2nd century AD. The trinity of digital penance ultimately unfolds in 3 acts. Act 1. Patience. The individual stares, waits. negotiates. Act 2. Repression. They reach for their smartphone, scroll, try to simulate control. And finally, Act 3. Submission. The individual accepts that their time no longer belongs to them. Thus, a simple update becomes a sacred act, like the Catholic Church's last rites, which can be received several times in a person's life if an illness worsens after an initial anointing and is meant to encourage the sick person and give them the strength to endure suffering and illness. Here, however, we are speaking of the ritual disempowerment of the individual before the cold grace of the system. Then, after 37 minutes and a breeze of despair, it reappears. The desktop. Unchanged, insignificant, and yet somehow different. A new icon, a slightly altered menu, a feeling of metaphysical alienation on an almost spiritual level, a feeling that has already puzzled philosophers and theologians from Augustine to Jean-Jacques Rousseau and Søren Kierkegaard. Welcome back. These words, spoken by a machine that has just taken everything from us and now smiles gently at us as if nothing had happened. Thus ends the work, this silent digital realism, in the realization that progress is not always an update, but sometimes just a restart. That completes the context. Goodbye, Internetwork.